Hey, what's up, guys? It's John Cha. So today, I just came to our studio and actually didn't want to work. So why not? I just make a little video about explaining my mastering gears, because there would be some people out there just like me who actually kind of consumes these kind of contents, and who knows, like there could be some people who actually are interested in these kind of stuff. So starting from the audio interface, I use the UFX2, and I don't have a DA converter right now. So this one mainly goes out. The digital digital source kind of comes out from this one, and it goes straight to the first chain. This is the Gain Lab Dictator. So it's a variant compressor, and because it has like tubes in it, it has really a beefy and quite enhancing low-end texture. So I really love the warm texture of it. So mainly it goes to the first change. Every song goes through this. It was my third gear, I think, that I purchased, but it was like a really affordable, but bank of buck, that kind of gear. So yeah, and it goes to the second gear. So this is the Ruber Neve design tape emulator. It's 542. So actually I'm kind of like a hybrid guy. Sometimes I like analog, but also I do like in the box plug-in stuff. But this one is actually emulating the tape recorder. So but the good thing is it has a blend. So it could be like mixed, right? So dry or wet. So using a tape emulation, kind of enhancing like saturation. The selection that I have is I could just blend it like some amount. Usually it's kind of 15 to 30%, and this IPS, the turning thing, I don't know the right term of it. It is very versatile. Yeah, so I always use it in the like silk red mode. This one, it has like just like non-red blue one, but blue one is often like too muddy sometimes. But what I remember, the Wave Tour Homesick was actually used this one like about like 15%, 10%, like almost like this one. Don't remember that much, but usually it's on silk red. And JRB, our sound engineer, kind of gave it to me temporary, but it's on my rack right now, and I don't have any 500 series for my mastering deck right now. So let's move on. And the next one is just a classic bus compressor. So it has a new model these days, but I bought it secondhand and kind of use it just for a little taste and like gain boost right now. So it's usually like 9 o'clock gain boost, and as you see the threshold, it's just maybe I'm using it for about like minus 2 dB compressing to like it doesn't go off like over like minus 4. It's for the texture. I really love the API compressors texture, so I'm using it this way. I used to kind of play with these like combinations, yeah. But as you see, bypass the high pass filter is always on to kind of remain the thickness of the low end, and it goes to the Neve, how do I say it, 33609. So 33609. Yeah, I just call it like 609. But, it's kind of aggressive style compressor. Usually in the market is kind of like the C model, but C or like the new reissue model, N model. But this one is the Japan discrete model. I got it from the secondhand market in Korea, very luckily, in a good price. So I really love it. But the thing that I love this is it's the gain. So even though it has like a aggressive style, the like just one click of gain boost is really changing the whole environment for this. And so I don't use that much a ratio on it, and I don't use the limiter, only the compression here. But it when you use it, it kind of sorry. So when you use it on tubas, the main problem is it doesn't has a high pass filter, so the bass actually kind of reduces. So sometimes if I don't think it kind of makes harmony with the other gears, I kind of just bypass it. Okay, like in the Pulse album, sometimes if it needs like a nice condensed thickness, aggressiveness, I kind of love to use these. So I don't remember the mastering engineer's name, but Flying Lotus mastering engineer uses this one in his mastering chain, so that's why I kind of love this one too. And it goes to the SSL Fusion. It's a well-known one, but what I love about this one is the drive. So as you see, I usually don't use this in like a crazy way, just almost like just a subtle usage for this. I don't use the EQ for it, but this one is for the stereo image. I also don't use it like crazy this much, but only for subtle. But this one is like just incomparable to the VSTs and stuff. This is so natural, like so wide, and so yeah, I love to use this one mostly for the stereo imaging. And the last, not the last, this is the EQ. It's also, so it's Masalic MEA2 EQ. I think that these days they have a different knob. I think this is the first kind of model, so they have this kind of what do you say, knobs. It's like super characteristics kind of stuff. So what I feel is, even though it's like just 1 dB boost, it feels like almost like 1.5 to 2 dB boost. And it has lots of cues and a bunch of frequencies, so it's very versatile. Yeah, mainly used for the Play with Earth stuff, for about Play with Earth to the Pulse. I really enjoy using it. But because I have like a hi-fi 80 converter, the combination with it kind of emphasize the characteristic of this. So that's why I just only use it for like a just subtle usage. Also, everything is just use subtle, but if it stacks, it kind of emphasize, and suddenly become like a huge thing. So that's what I'm using it for the mastering chain. And the final one goes to the L2 limiter. Yeah, it's a classic one. So I did some like comparison with the plugin model, but I think it kind of lacks a little bit of high end than the plugin, the Waves plugin. But in the mid area, it kind of has, it's not that harsh, what I think personally. And because it really goes to my 80 converter back there, so I really love use it in the last chain. And it depends the song. I kind of put a Oxford limiter plugin in the back end, but usually this one is the last chain. Okay, so as you see, this one is the Amari. Mainly people use it as DA converter or like a monitor something, but I use it as a 80 converter. It's really bright, and I think I love this one. I'm gonna add one converter to kind of pick the usage, but for now this is totally okay to kind of master with this one. So this is my main program. I use Waves Labs from Steinberg to use it like mastering. So let's see, this is Annie, and the presets are not the same, but I'll just show you. Okay, so I'm using this one, and as you see, this is the whole change to correction, and then my audio chain, this one, the whole thing, and then it goes to this one is bypassed, but sometimes I use the the Waves buys or Waves like DS1, MK3 selective, what do you call these, selective compressors, I think. But the good thing about this program is that I could use plugins in the mid side, especially like this. So I could like target it on the sides only for this one. Kind of boost up a little bit of the sides to kind of have this like three-dimensional feeling, and then boost. As you see, like this is also saturator, mostly for the vocal brightness. And then L2. At this point, I didn't have this model, so I used like a stack of 2 limiters like these, L2 to Oxford limiter. So yeah, that's quite it. The main process goes like in this way. Use this kind of programs. Oh, and I forgot the speakers. These are the Genelec 8361 model. I kind of compared with a bunch of other speakers, but GLM DSP is just insane. So I truly recommend Genelec if you guys are looking for new speakers out there. Yeah, so that was my gear. Yeah, I'm not sure when I would make videos because these days I'm not, I don't regularly do YouTube. But let me know what you guys are interested in the comments. Please do it. I'll try to make more if you guys want. Have a great day and see ya.